Hi guys, Gaming Bear here. Right, now we got this special from Russia. Well, but in with love, you know. So we've got the the Lerva, which, as you know, everyone thinks it's a useless tank. But it's one of those tanks that people go, I want a big German tank, and like I did, just play it and you don't know what you're doing. But it's a tank that can grow on you, and it's quite a competent tank. But what we're here to look at is the deal worth it? So 24% off. Not bad in my book, but plus you get the tank and rammer, enhanced gun lane drive, and the vert stabs. So for 34.33 or 43.95 euros, is it actually worth it? So let's get in and do a quick comparison. So really, you've got to compare it to the T34, another premium, and known to be a great tank. So let's now. First thing you notice is all of this green. And, well, anything in that situation that's good enough to be this much better than the T34, you've got to at least take a look at. So let's have a look. DPM is identical. Alpha is down, 320 a shot instead of 400. So that's one thing. The T34 can roll up, take a shot, pull back into cover. Penetrative ability with standard, 234, which is very nice. With premium, you can bump it up to 294. But you don't regularly need to because the gun is very, very good. The reload time, 11.5. Nice. Rate of fire, yep, every 5.2 seconds. Aim time, very, very good. So the T34 has got to roll up, aim, wait for it to settle, fire. This, boom, 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 can just aim like that. Gun dispersion, 0.32 as well. Accuracy, in comparison to the T34, is 0.2 better. It may not seem like a lot, but with the combination of the aim time and the accuracy, this is one heck of a good gun platform. On the move, it's very much better. 0.2 instead of 0.32. Traversing, you've seen the pattern. Very, very accurate machine. And caliber, 105 in comparison to the 120mm for the T34. So you've got the more chance of overmatching with the bigger gun on the T34, but the Lerva can just do it with accuracy. Pinpoint accuracy, aim where you need to hit, and penetrate the weak spots. Ammo capacity, 80 rounds in comparison to 34. Now that, in a protracted battle, the Lerva will just be able to rip its opponents to pieces because you've got the ammo to do it, whereas the T34 would run out. Top speed, identical, very nice. Reversing, 3 better, so 15 kmh instead of 12. Very, very nice. Power to weight ratio, this is the bugbear of the Lerva. Just under 9 horsepower per ton, which is rubbish, absolutely rubbish. Oh goodness, it's making me feel bad, you know. So traversing, better than T34. Terrain resistance, much better in all aspects than the T34, but the thing that lets it down is the power to weight ratio. So you've got to do something with that, or be in the right place at the right time to take advantage, and that's where this loses out. The lack of horsepower per ton. So if you can do something about the horsepower per ton, then you can turn this into more of a beast on the battlefield. Otherwise, the T34 will run rings around you in every other aspect. Well, in every aspect apart from mobility, the Lerva is a better tank. But the mobility let it down, and you've got to be able to get into the right place and use terrain, which the Lerva itself doesn't allow you to do, unless you're a really good player, or you've got all the enhancements, everything's set up, and we'll have a look at that later. Gun elevation, 38 degrees instead of 15, very, very good. Gun depression, not so good, only 8. Well, 8 is still good, 10 is better, so the T34 wins. It's got to be good at something, you know? Gun traverse, 21.8 instead of 26. The T34 turns much faster. Turret traverse, it's better on the Lerva. So the Lerva, with its smaller gun, can actually turn around and face other targets and deal with threats more quickly than the T34, which is very nice. And more shots, so it can deal with smaller targets, whereas the T34 is for heavily armoured, boom, in your face, pull back, wait, fire again. The Lerva, you've got more shots, and you can fire every 5 seconds in 2.74 seconds between shots in comparison to 3.26. That additional half a second may not seem like a lot, but people know when they rush, they wait for the T-34 to fire, then they rush you. Whereas you haven't got the same situation with the Löwe. Let's have a look. Armour, very, very nice. We'll have a look at the armour profile in a minute. The turret says it's only 120mm, but the turret is one of the strong points on this. They've both got fantastic turrets, so that's another good reason to compare them. Track armour, it's twice as wide, so it can help to eat shots, which we'll have a look in a minute. Health 1650 instead of 1500, so that's good. The tracks, ammo rack, everything is tougher on the Löwe, which is very, very nice. View range 400 meters. It's a view range beast. The T-34's got 360. The 400 meters of this, whoa! Plus you can buff it. Oh yes. So radio range 740. Comparison to 770, there's really no difference. You can contact anyone. You can contact the moon almost. You know, chance of fire identical. Camo, you 1.91%. It's big. You're not going to be able to hide it. So let's have a look at the 3D model. This is the Löwe. So you want to be aiming over the slit there to give you the best armour possible. So imagine he's aiming at you. You're trying to fire. This area, which you think is going to be a weak spot, 235mm. Going down 300 odd mil. It's bouncing. The front plate, oh yeah, I'll get through that. 236, it's even stronger. What? If you fire over this point, this will give you the strongest armour. And he's thinking, oh, I'll take his tracks off. Well, he fires at the tracks, because that extra 20mm of effective armour, yes, it'll take your tracks off, but it's going to absorb it. 199mm plus all the rest of it, it's absorbing every bit of your shot. Under here, there's a slight weak spot, which, even at this angle, you're going to ricochet with this fantastic gun. So, basically, there's nothing getting through here. You think, okay, well, I'll aim weak spot. Nope, not a weak spot. Low plate, that's going to be weak. There's a small area here which you can potentially hit, but it's a very small target. If you miss this target, you've hit the lower plate. Still, 145mm. So, yep, if you can see it, if he's stupid enough to show you this is where you want to be shooting. Not here, not up here. This lower plate. It's the same thickness of armour, but because of the angling and the way it's facing towards you, if he's stupid enough to show you, this is where you shoot him all day. But look at that weak 120mm turret. Let's just shoot him there. Yeah, look at the gun mantlet. Right the way round. Do you see that 500mm come up? This is why I say compare it to the T-34. The turret on this is just so strong. The cheeks, you may get a shot in and overmatching. There's a small area here which can ban shots, but you can also potentially get a cheek shot. So around about here, there's a small weak area which you can get in. The same on the other side. The rest of it, it's bounce city, and if he's wiggling the turret, you're not going to be able to aim. It's going to be like, can I? Can't I? It's very iffy. If you can do it, flank him, get round, shoot him in the side, shoot him here, get an ammo rack, blow his turret off. Get round behind, shoot him in the turret. This is angled, so you want to shoot the flat area of the turret because it's actually less armour than shooting what you think would be a weak base. From the above, the armour is still pretty strong. You want to try and land arty shots here. Small target at the front, less chance. Try and get the rear deck. But this is one very, very good tank. So if you can learn to work ridges, get into the right place, fire, use the great accuracy of the gun to allow you to take your opponents to pieces. So let's get back and have a look at the tank in practice. Here is the beast. Basically, it's built around that fantastic gun on a not so well, an okay chassis, but it's let down by the power to weight. I played a lot of games in it and only got 47%, but I'm building it up because after I played it for, I don't know, 1,000, 1,500 games, and to give me credits to purchase the 300 tanks and kitting them all out. So it's costed me hundreds of millions of credits, which I used this and the KV5 to grind, and I didn't know what I was doing. So I'm trying to rectify that, and you need to learn how to use it, and I'm getting better. So this can allow you to put in a good crew. I'm using my mouse crew, so I'm up onto the third or fourth skill, and this is a good tank to do it in. So let's look at the deal. Is the tank itself and this worth it? Well, if you're grinding the German line, definitely it's a very, very neat tank. To get these enhancements, it's worth it. Plus the saving of 24%, 33. Yes, it's worth it. Down from £45, definite worth it without these additional items. The way I've got mine set up is, so I've gone for optics to maximise that view range, because if you can't see your enemy, you can't shoot them. It spots hidden and allows me to take them to pieces. So gone for the optics, vert stabs and gun rammer. So a rate of 5 rounds per minute, reload time of 9.991 actual, and a view range of 482 metres. Basically, anyone sneaking up on you, you'll be able to see them, shoot them, kill them. That's it. And pen them with this fantastic 105mm, the L70. Very, very nice. So, as you can see, I'm raving about it, but it takes a bit of work to learn how to do this tank. It's not a newbie-friendly tank, and I played a lot of games as a newbie in it, and I sucked. So, if you're a newbie and you don't know what you're doing, like I didn't, you're going to suck as well. So don't get it if you're not very competent with heavy tanks. But if you're going up the German line, this is very good to have there to help to take the T-34s to pieces, to aim at their weak spots and rip them a new one. Use the very strong 120mm turret. Basically, yeah, the only weak spot is up here at the back, but it's so high it's almost impossible to hit. If someone's good enough to hit it, then they deserve to. Let's have a look at the model. Let's have a look. Lerva, weak spot. If you can hit it, 130mm. Yeah, if you can shoot that, if you're a good enough player and the person playing this isn't good enough to hide it, then you deserve to shoot through it. You know what I mean? So yeah, the deal, is it worth it? Well, yes, definitely. From Berlin with love, I say from Wargaming with love and thank you very much. Yeah, this is like money in the bank, but you need to know what you're doing with German heavy tanks. Get into position and take your opponents to pieces. I've got the crew to allow you to get somewhere, but you've got the option, with the low chance of this catching fire, of putting chocolate in. So get chocolate in there, which will then, yes, it'll cost you a bit, but you will make a fortune with this tank anyway. So get some chocolate in, and it'll help to negate the power to weight problems that you will have with this. But I've got such a good crew in this now. It's neither here nor there. You can put chocolate in, which will enhance the. I'll show you the ability. So let's put chocolate in, so you can have a look. Yeah. So 482 meters. Let's see how this affects. 504 meters and a reload time. It says 5 rounds per minute, but that would have just improved by an additional 10%. So your crew skills, you now go up to 120 for the commander, 132 for everyone else. Everything about this tank would have just gone, oh my goodness, super tank. So yeah, you can do it. You can then destroy your enemy, take them to pieces with a view range 504 meters, laughing all the way to the bank while your enemies die at a great range ahead of you. So far away that if they manage to hit you with your angle like that, the shots are going to bounce. So that's if they can even see you. So yeah, this is it's a good tank, a very, very good sniper, and as you can see, I really like it. In spite of it showing I'm only 47%, I've played a lot of games in this, and after 1,600 games, I'm starting to get used to it. It's not a user-friendly tank. The deal is worth it. So this is the from Berlin with love. It's a goodie. And so the Lerva, good job. And thanks Wargaming. I'm the Gaming Bear, and see you on the next one. Cheers, guys.